Greetings, beautiful souls, beautiful family, beautiful ascension, beautiful cross time, beautiful advent. Wow, beautiful portals. So many things, beautiful things have been happening. So just really grateful for the inner peace that I'm feeling. So it's been a minute or two since I have been live. It actually feels like forever, but it isn't really. It's not even a week. So it's just a few, 3, 4, 5 days that I haven't been online. Um, I didn't mean to take a vow of silence, but I kind of bumbled into it, and it just seemed like, and darkness, it just seemed like such a beautiful space. So I've been very, very protective over my space, my void, my boundaries, my inner space, my inner growth, my inner sanctuary for the while. And I'm very blessed that I can. So much is bouncing and popping along. My diaries are getting full of new visions. As I said to us before, please don't forget to write, even if you're not doing them and you don't have time to do. There's so much newness happening that it's really so important to write down. Otherwise, you will forget. And it's just nice to have these things still. Let me make me a little bit bigger. So, yeah. Yeah, such an interesting journey this last month of this lead up to the solstice and to Atlas and to the new moon and Advent and Mahashivratri. Oh my goodness, so many things are happening that it's actually quite wonderful just to remove the essence and just become quite simple, which is what I'm feeling at the moment, which is why I've just have not been on social media. I don't want to see anything, any dramas. I'm just trying to just nurturing my own growth at the moment, step by step. And sometimes it's 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, but at least we're going forward. And it is, very much about love and sweetness. Grace, my beautiful, I love you too. How have you been? I've been okay. As I just said, sometimes 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, but also been very, very protective about my space. I haven't wanted to connect. And obviously, not many people have connected with me either. So that's all telling this season is not for me to be jolly. It's been very quiet and introspective. And just thinking now of what a journey it's been over the last month of embracing the black goddess, the dark mother, and so many like images and like little visions that I have daily. And what are they meaning? But some I've like dipped into quickly and then closed up for now. Because hear me, my love, bless you, my sweetheart. How are you doing now? And so I'm very blessed that I live in a little village here and I live in Germany, so there's not too much hype out there. And I actually took, in Germany, we have these amazing plants. Let me just light some beautiful incense because it's the time. Beautiful, beautiful Christmas. Thank you for saying Christmas and not holidays. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just feeling, especially this week, it's been so personal in a way. The work that's happening, though I can't even tell you what's really happening. It's just taking each step in each moment and sometimes going 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, but that's okay. and shutting off the clutter out from outside. I don't want to hear any more. Josh, beautiful, how are you? Much respect to you. I hope things are really working out beautifully for you and your mom. Just let it be. Let it be. Yeah, I was very lucky enough. As I said, in Germany we have these really dark blinds, so that when you close the blinds, a place is almost black. And at night, there's like you can't see any. It's there's more light when my eyes are closed, when it's like I walk at night. So for some reason, I just thought I'm just going to do 3 days of darkness. I mean, obviously, oh, 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 get better, sweetheart. Yeah, and enjoy. And I do. I'm like one of those crazy ones, especially if you got a fever. It's really burning stuff away, and just enjoy the journey and ask what it is for you. So obviously, it's been to just be a little restful. So because that's you. I mean, very often it's just the thing that we rush around too much, and then we'll end up being sick. So that because we know that we should take a rest or take some self-care, but we don't. Yeah. So it's been just so mellow. So I did 3 days of darkness, and that was also like virtually. I obviously had to go out to take my dog outside. But we didn't go on big long walks. We just went on little walks and then came back into the darkness and meditated. It was really cool. Yeah. So there's been so much healing on all levels going on. Hopefully people are picking it up. And if you don't pick it up now, you'll pick it up next time around. But that's the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge is not to pick, and I've been saying this for a long time, is not to pick up our poop again, because it's so comfortable, even though it's so shitty. And it's just to allow this incredible cleansing and grace of stuff is just clearing off. Yeah. But we're just so tempted to pick it up again. That's why I didn't want to. I've just been alone. I just wanted in the dark, in my little tomb, in my womb. It's really nice. I did think of you a lot, Grace. So I thought, I'm so blessed that I can actually do this. I hope that you feel in the quiet and the stillness. It really was really beautiful. And then I did think, okay, 3 days, I really do need to open my blinds and pretend the world is okay. Ah, yeah. But it's been a lot of healing for many people. Healing of the heart. We've been working with this, working with bringing our new technology, our body technology, and right now it's that space, and it's so mellow. I'm not finding. I'm really finding that gestation and a lot of deep inner quietness and peace. That's just like. Deeps, my beautiful, Merry beautiful Christmas to you too. The Mass of Christ. Oh, well, you've had a busy time. Oh, thanks, beautiful. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's a lot of exactly, Heaney. There's a lot of beautiful excitement. True, exciting adventures are on the way. And that's for me, it's this inner Christ child right now. And there's so many levels, and people are everybody's working on their own unique level right now. Um, um, it's it's for me. It's like so weird. It's like I've connected like so beautifully with the whole mother and child and Christ consciousness, but on another level, I have actually just removed myself so much and gone more into exploring deeply the the Vedas and how they slot into timelines, and just loving that pure energy. It works for me. Yeah, I mean, it's like really sad. A lot of tears as well. It was, and I think I'm just so over so much. I've done it for a long time and done my battles and got the scars, and won some and lost some and moved on and moved on. It's a big time of moving on. But somebody had shared that they'd gone to Italy and they'd done it was really beautiful. They'd done a very of their photography and they'd put it together in a little video with another group that I work with. So it's like very, very sacred. But he said every time they go to Europe, they always choose to go to see one specific city. So this year was Rome and the Vatican. And I said some beautiful, beautiful photography. And I just thought, it's like, such nasty history there in the Vatican. But I just thought, I'm not going to go down there. But when there was a picture of the Colosseum, I just started crying. I was like not quite hysterical, but like really like deep, deep, deep tears. We tend to forget how many people we think about the witch trials, which were really sad and terrible, and we've like explored them quite in depth, in different depths here. Germany, not taking that, we're not even going there. But what happened to those? That was really terrible in the Colosseum and what it stood for. It's a great building, but it's the energy. I don't know if I could go there. I don't know if I could cope with seeing it. No. I went to a castle. I went to quite a few castles, but I went to a castle, one castle in England, and when we could go down to the dungeon, and it was like the first 4 steps were so worn away. No, I don't even want to go there. It's not tainted. So it's like, it's not. So it's, for me, it's very much the birthing. I think the artwork obviously is so beautiful, and I haven't been, and so I don't know if I would want to go. I really don't know. No, I've been to France so many times, but I haven't been to Paris. I don't know if I want to go. For the art. But yeah, I mean, the painful artists, yeah. So creativity, and it's the awakening, it's the birthing, and this is what I'm feeling right now, is that birthing and that nurturing of the Christ child within us. And just like a small baby child, that's maybe why I went into this darkness, because I'm just like, I want to cry, I want to scream and jump and rant and rave, but it's like so important to stay away when you've had a baby, to stay away from the shops and the movies and the bars and the pubs. And okay, so you also so you felt that hugely, Grace. Yeah. No, I don't think I would cope. I don't think I could. I mean, it was, I really, like, I didn't actually expect this at all, this vibe. And it's a group. We work with the 33 codes, like really beautiful. And I just a comment I just said that I just feel that what you've done And I just feel so many tears. It's just been such a healing journey because he put it together so beautifully. Yeah, he put it together so beautifully. And I just, I must say, I didn't think most people just like the prettiness. So it's really nice, Grace, that you also cry when you go to the Vatican. I don't know if I've got. When I did Berlin, I was just in shock. I didn't cry. I was beyond crying. Luckily, I've been to Berlin 3 times, so because I said they do now. I used to write for a magazine here. I said every German, every child needs to go to Berlin. And then first you've got to get over the Jewish thing. And they really don't let you forget. There's like installations on every street corner and like an open museum, the whole of Berlin. Obviously the bunker and things like that, a lot of things are just like, they're not made big. But the headquarters, and that was not even the Jewish question. That was just so nasty. It was really nasty because it's just all like newspapers and blah blah blah. So it's just first you can then there are these open air museums, and but first you have to get over the Jewish thing. Well, first you got to get over the Reich thing. Then you have to get over the Jewish thing, and then you have to get over the Russian thing because that was really nasty. The Berlin Wall. And if you thought the Gestapo were bad, the Stasi were even worse. And then, if you're lucky and you manage to get over that, it's like going to Checkpoint Charlie, and you think it's all a joke, and it's not actually a joke. Maybe we're just too sensitive to energies. And then you can enjoy the art, and there's just the most incredible art. Germany holds like so much. Okay, very dark and eerie, and full of cats. That's amazing. No, it wasn't even, it was just a picture on the outside, and it was just like, wow. It was just such horror. I just started crying and crying and crying just for all those people. There's so many things, dreadful people. So you're getting more and more and more into the Vedas and into that. The whole history and the cosmology of that and how they came down. But we're talking about the inner Christ. And this is what is really, there's been so much love, however you're feeling that, gentle love, big love, sweet love. But there's just a lot of like beautiful choice points happening on the planet at the moment. I thought I just like had this crazy thought to find out what the Hindus did with the solstice, because it was so like pumped up here in the West, from America. Most people in Germany don't even know that it's happened. I asked a few people if they knew what AI Atlas was. Nobody knows what we're talking about. Said the comet. No idea. No idea what I'm talking about. Which is fine. People are feeling it anyway. Well, that's what I said about it. People are making such a big thing about it. So whatever it is, that energy is out there just from the masses. So I'm just trying to keep tuned into just delicate thing of love. I'm just riding these beautiful waves. And now to keep this like a baby, like a new baby. And just to nurture myself. And I've still got time. I don't have to rush and do anything. The new year will arrive in its own time. The stars are doing fabulous things out there. But if you can, just be quiet, journaling. And for me, what's happening this, I don't just do one thing. It would be nice. but being very, very conscious and of giving birth. And we keep giving birth. It's like we're awakening again and again. It's just unfolding. There's not one awakening, you know. It's a daily thing, and it goes on forever. But it's just embracing and working with the I am as well, and that's part of what okay. Wonder why they put it behind clowns. Or maybe you get some people that want to do stupid things then. Hmm. That we celebrate Christmas here, I just read that was actually done by vote. They were going to do it either at the Easter solstice, the March equinox, or this December equinox. And the calendar, oh golly, I read some it's like ridiculous. Every time a new pope came in, they started the calendar again. So who knows where we are? We know that we've got solstice because some clever people built some amazing things which like the stars come up there on solstice. So yeah, and it's been those 3 days of dark. I'm still very much in that quiet space. But yeah, just look after that inner Christ child. It's challenging, especially if you've got like family and you've got this whole Christmas rush going on. And so just like really very grateful that I had to walk into town today. Oh, it wasn't such fun. No, it was actually. I did enjoy it because our little supermarket, we've got a little supermarket, but they are changing over. They've got new owners, so they've closed now. So, and I didn't want to leave my Yuki behind and all these things. My bicycle needs pumping, and I didn't know if it was going to rain because we're getting winter revenge. So I walked up with Yuki. And you know, in Germany, you can take your animals everywhere except into supermarkets where there's open food. You can't take your animals, otherwise, they can go absolutely everywhere. But it was like a little shame. He was a little overwhelmed. People. I haven't seen people for a while. It's like, and it's not such a big village that I live in. It's not like it's still very small. When I go to town, yeah. So it's used to. Oh, so please just look after our beautiful new Christ child as it will slowly unfurl and grow, and like a real baby, just nurture it. I like that thing of going, and I kind of cherry picked or whatever bits and pieces out of different cultures because I really realized I didn't know anything. So I would like I had rose quartz lamp, and I knew that the Greeks did that. I don't know where I heard that they went into their room for like 14 days. The Chinese do amazing things. I don't know if anybody's ever seen what the Chinese do. They for 40 days they don't bath or shower or anything, but the mother-in-law usually comes and they don't do anything. Everybody looks after the baby. They've just got to feed the baby. They actually have special people now that come in, and it's really, really reasonable that they virtually come in and they move in. I mean, isn't that just so sensible? You don't get that crazy baby brain. You know, where you forget how to sign your signature, you don't know what to do anymore because you're now so sleep deprived. Amir, hello, beautiful one. Hope you're feeling well and feeling the beautiful love and the joy of this beautiful Christ time. Just connecting with the nature as well. I'm so blessed that I do this water stuff. But it's also everything's taking slightly different turns and turns. And I'm not sure where I'm feeling good. I'm feeling okay. I've got a lot of things that I've written that I'm going to move. Christmas. Oh, right. Oh, yes, you're already there. Yeah. Well, I just love it when things work because my son in Germany, they do a very small thing for Christmas Eve. It's sausages and potato salad to like acknowledge the humbleness of it. But we have our own tradition. Well, it's not even. Did I always do that? You get this amazing stuff here. I've never seen it anywhere else in the world. My father had never seen it. That was the first time he'd ever had it here. It's like a raw smoked kassler, a raw smoked whatever piece of pork, and you can do it in the oven. It used to be when Alex it's an excellent winter food. So Tuesday nights I used to do it because he did swimming. So he always had this wonderful, and I'll do it in a pot. But I like to do it with oranges, with orange juice and cloves, and obviously garlic, and then pot roast the potatoes on the top. So when I went to the supermarket, they just had one little piece left. Yep, that's all that they want. I thought, okay, well, that's just perfect. Thank you. Oh, Laura, bless you, and have beautiful, beautiful Christmas. The Germains do Christmas on Christmas Eve, tomorrow night. And then everything shuts down. Even in Berlin, there's nothing happens for 3 days. They do 3 days of Christmas, so it's not just Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, they very only spend with the immediate family, like your kids, but not if they're adult, and you don't invite anybody. I did that. It's like totally weird. You don't invite people to spend it on Christmas Eve. And I said it's very simple. Then the next night, then you have the 25th and the 26th. The second, it's called the second and the third day of Christmas. And then they go to family. I suppose they do it so that you can go to both sides of the family. Yeah. And then they get ready. Sylvester is another, they call it this New Year, they don't call it, yeah. Sylvester is like a total trip. They are insane. They love it. You cannot believe the amount of fun, but they're only allowed that and they're not allowed to do it any other time. So I did Sylvester in Berlin one year, and they drink. The Germans like to drink, and everybody will just share champagne. And the amount of and so you've got lots of Russians and Polish people now, so they're like this seriously crazy big bangs. There's just fireworks that just go off like half an hour non-stop. They go completely ballistic. And when I was in Berlin, and we went to a concert, it was like, it was over 1 million people there. I thought, oh God, I'm never ever doing that again in my life. But there was on the street, because people just like it and they drink and they throw their bottles, and it's dreadful. Thank goodness I had Doc Martens on, because I was literally walking ankle deep in broken glass, like for streets and streets and streets, because we had to go a long way to go on that doctor of the streets. But the next morning, almost nothing, no glass. What little elves come and clean this up in the middle of the night? It's absolutely weird. So yeah, I've put this because there's just so many levels and this beautiful picture that I just absolutely love. Just opening our heart and exposing our heart and allowing our heart to be healed and allowing our heart to bleed. And for me, it's gone through this last month, so many different little aspects of it. Like patching it and fixing it and melting it and opening it. And that's just, a lot of us are just in a very, very gentle opening space. No great big things, no great big bangs. I said I really don't read nothing. I've got my one or two people that I'm listening to at the moment. Oh, it's crazy. Okay, that's weird. Okay, but then they open on Boxing Day. I had that. So a lot of my awakening was with fairy tales and music. Fairy tales, the original fairy tales. And then this time around, when I was in South Africa, and I'd sort of started. By now, as I said with my first awakening, then it took me 20 years to figure out what had happened because I really did it fast. So I had to but that Boxing Day, and it was just something that stressed me out the last few years. I think it's this English-speaking Western society that we have. And I was thinking of the story of the little match girl who, it was Christmas Eve and she would look in the houses and everybody had so much food. Yum, 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 yum. It's sad, hey? That's one of the nice things that I really do like about Germany is they really do close. And like Sundays, they close. I'm very, very lucky that this village where I am, because it's a tourist village and we've got this big lake, so people come around. And otherwise, you wouldn't even get coffee. I mean, you might get coffee. But I know when I was in Berlin, it's like my daughter at the time stayed above like a big mall, so hardly anything. And then they open only after 2. And like one in 5, 1 in 7 shops are open. But mainly bakeries, music shops. People don't know. That's Berlin. Very little open. South Africa's like that. It doesn't. So Johannesburg, it doesn't sleep. It goes on 24/7. There's no Sunday anymore. I used to like that because it was very, very verkrumped, very narrow when I grew up there. And I must say, after and I was also glad that my kids not that they grew up but that they in the world, but not of that world. But that things weren't open and there wasn't like movies. Movies movies were open on Saturday night. When I was growing up, everything then we still had banks, so banks closed at 11 o'clock on a Saturday. And that was the end. If you didn't have money, you didn't have money. The shops closed at 1 o'clock. And nothing was open on a Sunday. There were cafes were open. Yeah. You can cake. The German ones in lived in a sort of more metropolitan place. And I suppose the churches were open, yeah. But I didn't know about those. No. On New Year's Day, everything is closed. That's interesting. They're not buying horses on Sunday. Oh, that's wonderful. That's such a good thing. Nice, I like that. No car dealers. Just rest. I mean, somebody once said, a very nice old Jewish man, he said, that's the one thing that you can thank the Jews for is for the Sabbath. And we need the Sabbath. We need to rest. We need to rest our bodies. We need to, you don't have to mark your toilet paper and tear that up, but that's why they eat kitka, because you break it, you don't cut it, you can't cut anything. But that whole thing of actually resting and not turning on a light switch, waiting, literally wait until the sun goes down and then you can light your candles. You can't turn on the light switch, you can't drive. I don't know, do they think is reading? You can't garden, you can't do anything. You can just sit and eat the food that you've prepared the day before. No, I'm just trying to think. Johannesburg, everything's open again. That's crazy. It's really sad. Who says that consumer? But yeah, be careful of your phones again. Yeah, we've got to look after this beautiful Christ child that we have, and just integrate and keep aligning. It's not a one-day wonder. It's constant, and it's like I sometimes go through it. I don't know, what should I do? Like go back into my old pattern? No, just go meditate for now. Yeah, if you don't know what to do, then meditate. Yeah. And I'm working very much, very clear, getting clearer and clearer, because that's what I'm wanting to give. I'm wanting to give birth to a lot of things, but very much that working very sweetly and consciously and really beautifully with the I am consciousness, and just weaving it as much as I can into my life, and how absolutely flipping amazing I am. And I've lost that. And that's okay. So, yeah, just, yeah, a lot of just this beautiful Grace. And she is lovely, Grace. So blessed to have a Grace in my life. My older son, what were they? He was quite young. We had these two older girls that used to take him around in their little convertible, and they were called Faith and Hope. Like really, so every boy needs some faith and hope in his life. So that's just and like I haven't really had just to share is just to be still. It's just so still, just like trust what you're seeing. Write it down, draw it out, because you will forget. If you have plans for what's coming up in your life, write them down. You don't have to do them all, but at least you can remember them. Because I write stuff and then I'll look at my diary, my journal, like a couple of days later and something, like, I don't remember that at all. Not at all. So, so much webbing, and I dipped into that's like a huge new web story, but we'll get into that one. Wow, yeah, you know me, I always find stuff, or the stuff finds me. Yeah, but it's just about being tender and sweet and very, very therapeutic for oneself, just healing your own heart. And if you're all wild and crazy, you can't. And making like good choices. Remember, life is governed by the choices we make, and every moment is a choice point. But at the same time, above all else, be kind. So it's like so many wonderful things we're working with at the moment. So definitely not revisiting our pain, just being so grateful that it's moving on. And just, even if you don't really completely feel that, just know it's done. It's done, it's done, it's done. And say, thank you, there's more pain. This other pain I can pick up. Let me just move on with this one. You know, build a bridge. In the old days, we used to just, and maybe I'm just lucky because I come from people that didn't have time to deal with these traumas. I mean, that's the little bit that I see at the moment. I don't know what advertisements you guys are getting, but these are from the sets. Just like, my God, trauma. let it go, or work simultaneously with it. That was such an interesting thing. I don't know why I'd heard that, but Meg, Meg, what's her name? Meg. Mel, the high five lady. I don't know if it doesn't matter, but she just said, write down all the incompletions that you haven't done. And some of the interviewers said, that's going to make you feel even worse. She said, no, it's not. She said, because our brain is like it's like closing the tabs on your computer. Because if they open, then you just keep going round and round and round in that loop. Oh, I didn't do that. I should have done that. Whether it's like, I didn't pick up the tomatoes today. Simple stuff. So let's just have a little beautiful prayer for tonight. And we'll see you after the Christmas holidays. I don't think I will, because I am seeing my beautiful boy. Whoops. Where was that? Yeah, no more trauma. To remove that word from your vocabulary. Very often, I think also because I was on my own and I didn't have time to whinge and bewail my fate, I would just often think of dogs and cats too. But if a dog is injured, how quickly? I mean, you must know the dog is really ill if he's in his basket. But he's up and he's about, broken leg, whatever. He's just carrying on. So that was a very deep influence in my life. So we're just moving on from our pain. We're just in that nurturing space, in that beautiful rose quartz space. And try and stay there for 3 days, 7 days, 2 weeks if you can. So just and talk to yourself and forgive yourself. And that's actually a process I did this week, which was really huge, which was not forgive yourself. It says sorry to yourself. So it's just sorry for not being strong enough for you, and sorry for not giving myself enough time. Oh, okay. Oh, I hope you do see her. I'm sure you'll see her while you're still there. Yeah, family stuff. Christmas opens all sorts of crazy things. The reason we have trauma is because we're not allowed to grieve. We don't grieve properly. A lot of the Jewish, they sit Shiva. A lot of cultures, they even hire mourners to make a good loud noise. But we are not allowed to. We don't grieve. So, but yeah, talk to yourself and say sorry to yourself for maybe not being strong enough, or for not standing for not protecting yourself. Just go through, as I said, it's honesty. It's absolute beautiful, raw honesty. Tears, writing, whatever you can do with your inner self, your higher self. And slowly start creating that beautiful being. Now, it's such a beautiful unfolding at the moment. I mean, we get big glimpses of it, but it's so different. It's so beautiful to what's happening. Yeah. What is this? Yeah, nurturing is not fixing. You don't need to fix. Just sometimes these things will just disappear. To rather nurture yourself. Yeah. To feed, to protect, to remain present, and just to keep making good choices for this little child that you're looking after right now, that you're giving birth to, and that you've got to nurture. You know? And yeah, do a lot of heart coherence, heart on the belly, hand on the belly. If you can do Reiki, or just pour a lot of love into your being. It's a really nice thing to do, is just pour love into you. We all have our own different ways of connecting. Breath work is very good. I like up and down the spine, and my water stuff. But that's taking a whole slightly new turn. I mean, it's like, wow, it's all just so beautiful. So this just pleases not. We've done so much of that grieving for ourselves. So this is really a birth. It's not a recovery. We're not rescuing our child. We have the masculine and the feminine, and keep the music soft. Really, just go into sweet, gentle spaces. Have a lot of empathy for yourselves, creativity, a lot of care for your life. Be a reverence for the earth. Be grateful for this breath, for being on the earth right now. Be grateful that you are so amazing and so brave, and just gently ask, where can I serve you today, for the next hour? Keep it small, How can I serve you just for the next hour? So, beloveds, I don't know if just feel that stillness of the waters within yourself. Yeah? And lots and lots and lots of blessings, and may the Christ child be born with ease in our hearts and our spirits. And may we just, don't forget to pour lots and lots of peace and love on the planet. And obviously to yourselves. Just keep walking around in this. And if you feel it's sacred, yes, it's very sacred. Just keep walking around in a very sacred space. So I love us all, dear beautiful ones. And look after our beautiful Christ child. And if I don't, I might pop in. Don't know. I don't do much for Christmas, so I might pop in for Christmas. I will see how I feel. I'll probably clean my house on Christmas. Have the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time. Grace, take extra care. Have a very special time with all the people that you are there. And remember, we do all this yummy stuff with Victor. You can set, if you're going out to family, or if you just want some extra company in your home, you can just pour that energy ahead of you. But if you're going to family, just make a beautiful ball and pour it into the space where you're going to have Christmas, So just, even if you get on with your family, it's even extra nicer. But often there's some strained relations around. So just send this beautiful energy, put yourself in beautiful Christ bubbles. And so whether it's the Christ consciousness, or the Shiva, or the Buddha, or all three, They're all one. Enjoy them all and just embrace your goddess, whichever one you try not to embrace Kali. That's what I was saying. The Indian, the Hindu, they celebrate the solstice round about the 12th of January when all the drama's passed and they know they've got through. I thought that was quite funny. Ah, yes, to all of us. Thank you, beautiful Grace. Love, 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 love. And peace on earth. Yeah. Yeah. And as I keep saying, the only thing we've got to do is just shine, 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 shine. The rest is it's what we're here for, is just to plug in. Just plug in. Light up like a little neon sign. Ah, what a beautiful. Love you, Grace. Love you, everybody who's still here. Heaney, Debs, not sure who's here. Josh. Lots of love to you, Josh. Love your mom, especially. Just like, I am at peace with my mother. I am at peace with my mother. Josh's mantra. I shower my mother with love. I'm open to giving and receiving the love. Take her for a nice drive. Bring her a special cake back. Just like a tart that you can share. Not to be a big thing. Like a donut. Love you all, beautiful ones. And just expand that heart very, very gently. No big things. Absolutely nothing big. Bath, bathe, rest. Remember, you're like this goddess that's giving birth. Be her. Nurture your babies. Love, 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 love everybody. And eat nice. Take good care and we'll see you soon.